Hi, I'm Rachel with Karefree Krafting. Welcome back to Crafting with a Cuppa.
I'm Lissa.
I'm Jeremy.
Our last normal day was Friday the 13th in March. We survived the second Friday the 13th in 2020. We also survived a full moon on Halloween. And I don't even know what's going on with the news right now. I'm not even commenting. But God help us, this year has to end. So make yourself a drink. We've got tea. You may want something stronger. Pull out your crafts and come join us. This week, this isn't a paid advertisement or anything. We don't get any money for this, but I just want to say we have American Breakfast from Bigelow. This is my favorite tea. We all like it, and Bigelow keeps trying to discontinue it. So we're kind of hoping that maybe if we show it some love, enough people will try it that they keep it in the line. American Breakfast, it's great. It's got extra caffeine in it, which is important for long sessions.
Especially when you're crafting.
Especially when you're going to stitch all night, because it's Christmas. We're at the point where we have 6 weeks to get that thing done.
Oh no.
And the 3 we haven't started yet.
You've only got 3 you haven't started yet?
No, I just don't want to contemplate the real number.
There's only 6 weeks left.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah. At the time of filming, there's 6 weeks left.
Okay, I started 3 weeks ago?
4.
4 weeks ago with my gifting crafting, and it still doesn't seem like enough time.
No.
It's the main reason we don't have too many crafts to update, because me and her are working on Christmas gifts like crazy, and part of both of ours we can't tell her about, so we can't tell you about it yet.
Go ahead and tell them. La 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 la.
Not happening.
Oh wait, that doesn't
works
work.
great.
Because I edit this. Sorry.
Not happening. So I've done a few things that I can talk about. The first is I've gotten back into plastic canvas a little bit. It's something I always enjoy doing, but I wanted to try to make an ornament for an ornament exchange. And this is what I've got. It's got Santa and candy canes, and it was supposed to have 2 extra, but I forgot whenever I was putting it together. I'm not a huge fan of the way it looks, personally, so I'm going to try it again. And, of course, Jeremy likes to say that Santa's angry.
It's an upside down chevron for the Santa face. Of course it looks
Yeah,
angry.
Jeremy and I are firmly on Team Bah Humbug.
Yeah.
I think that ornament's awesome.
I'm not a huge fan of the way it turned out, but I'm going to try to do it with the 2 extra and see how that works. This is actually very quick and easy, and I found it on the pattern for it on freepatterns.com, so.
I'd totally put it on a tree and call it Evil Krampus. Or
Yeah.
technically traditional Krampus.
You should make me a brown and green one, and then it could be Krampus.
I'll have to see if I have the yarn at home.
I'll
Of
make
course
sure
you have the yarn. Half our house is yarn.
There's only a trunk.
The question isn't does she have the
A
yarn.
couple of
The question is,
totes.
do I want cotton or wool or
A drawer
acrylic?
full.
What shade of green do I want?
3 or 4 of those fabric
She probably
cubicles.
has it.
The garage, the attic, the basement. She doesn't have bodies buried in the backyard. She has boxes of yarn that she's afraid to tell Jeremy about.
And
Sorry,
the
I
dogs
just
help
outed
her.
you.
And of course, if anybody ever goes, hey, you want free yarn? I'm not going to say no.
Do not ever, ever ask her if she wants free yarn.
If I ever get mad at Jeremy, I'll open him a P.O. box where we can send Alyssa yarn samples.
Make sure you leave a return address on your boxes.
Don't.
I
Don't,
will be
he'll
the one to
glitter
check
bomb
the
you.
mail.
He'll
Don't.
glitter bomb you. Don't.
He'll make me
don't.
return it. And I don't want to return it.
We're running out of places in the house for all your crafts.
We actually really are.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
It kind of is.
That's like you and your quilts. How many quilts do you have in this house now? 40? 50? 300?
I don't know. I'd have to clean out the boys' room because my oldest son steals them all. He doesn't have a bed. He has a pile of quilts on a bed frame. I don't even think there's a mattress in there anymore. He just keeps stacking more quilts in there. And if I'm not really careful, all my pillows go in there as well.
We need to make one with itching powder.
No.
Second project. So I'd shown everybody that I was going to start on this. I actually did. And the needle minder I have on there is one that Rachel got me. And you're not going to really be able to see much. Please keep in mind, this is like white on white with a little bit of gold.
I see a teacup.
But it's the start of a teacup.
Her backs are so tidy I can tell what it is from the back.
Yeah, it is a tidy back a little bit, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
A lot more tidy than mine.
Or mine.
You should show off that one whenever we get to it.
Yeah, I wasn't able to edit out the...
And then this one, which we've shown previously, you can see I've gotten a little bit more done, not too terribly much. And that needle minder is one we made with polymer clay. And it's got magnets on the back, some glue. We basically took a candy mold and used that to mold our polymer clay. She baked it, and we put the magnets on the back. And it actually works pretty well. I'm impressed. And then my wonderful husband has the last one of mine that I've been working on lately.
Wonderful. What do you want?
yarn.
Have you?
I'm in trouble. So, this one, I'm not 100% sure why she wants me to show it off, other than the fact because of Christmas gifts and things of that nature, I haven't had a chance to work on any of my projects. So, this is one Lissa is working on for me. When finished, it's going to be a bookmark from... Best way to describe it is that fun HBO show that features dragons and a blonde-haired chick.
Upside down.
It's upside down?
It's upside down.
Apparently it's upside down, so I'll flip it around too, but once it gets done, maybe we'll be able to tell which side's right.
You gave him a needle.
Again,
What did I ever do to you?
the backing is kind of chaotic on this one compared to the other one, but still rather neat design looking. Once she gets done, she's going to base the backing of it and cover it so you won't be able to see the backing. But she was extremely nice enough to go ahead and give me a needle so that I can follow through my promise last week.
No!
I think there's a little bit of blood on this one. You've been tested recently, right?
My rabies shot is not current.
It's alright. Everybody needs a little rabies in their life. But that's all I really have this week. I am working on a couple other projects. I've started getting back into woodworking. Shut up, Rachel. And playing around with that a little bit. I like working with the wood burner. That way I can have a wand to play with the wood too. That's always a lot of fun.
I'm checking out
Lissa
his
over here is just gonna
fingernail
fall
here. We keep trying to tell him to use a thimble, but he's got this fingernail that's like an inch long. Ladies pay a lot of money to get acrylic nails to look like that, and you get it for free.
It's a thumbnail. Everybody needs a nose picker and a thimble.
Ew. Remind me never to touch his cross stitches again.
So once I get a little bit further along in my other projects that are not Christmas based, I'll be able to show y'all that. However, it will be a little bit different filming style because a couple of the projects are rather large that I'm working on and I'm having to keep them secret from her.
That's
So-
scary. Okay, you have to understand why this is scary. The last time he was working on a project for me, how big is that canvas, love?
Well, technically Rachel helped with that one. We
How-
both went in together.
Big is that canvas, love?
I don't know. Decent sized?
Jeremy and I took a 24 by 36 inch stretched canvas and turned it into a diamond painting. And while we were working on it, it was a couple weeks of sneaking around on our part, and I just couldn't help but notice that the last time Jeremy and I were that shady about a crafting project, he was proposing. So we had a lot of fun reminiscing.
But yeah, they sit there and talk about sneaking around or doing a craft project for me. I start to get a little concerned on the size. Go big or go home, I know.
We go down rabbit holes a lot, and it usually ends up with Lissa getting a really big project.
Speaking of rabbit holes, we are sitting here drinking tea.
We're late.
You make
We're
a
late
perfect
for a
Mad
very
Hatter.
important date.
So now we'll let Rachel talk about her multitude of projects, because there's probably 10,000 of them, and she can drone on for the next 20 minutes. Enjoy.
I have a finish. I finished the dog. And there she is.
The dog?
The
You're
dog.
gonna insult her by not
Yeah.
calling her by name?
Brandy!
There you go.
I finished Brandy. One of our subscribers called this a Big Booty Judy project. Well, Brandy doesn't know about that. She just wants her ball and treats. And she wants to chase the neighbor's cat, but I digress.
We still want to see her owner try to brush her teeth one day.
Yes.
I've been bit by dogs like that.
So I'll have another video showing how to clean it up and prepare it for framing, because the full coverage projects, you handle them so much, they get really grimy. And then I've got to make the friction ink disappear. The other project I've got is I've got my new normal, and of course I'm a big kid, so I've got to have a slightly inappropriate needle minder. It's an F-bomb. But I made a little progress on the rocking horse. The rocking horse is about a third done, and the whole project will be about that big. So I'm actually not very far yet. And then I have one more project to talk about.
If Brandy was Big Booty Judy, then what are you going to call that one? Because it's bigger than Brandy.
I don't know.
A whale of a time?
I could do one with a whale. I could do like a sea life one or something. And then
Sure, you always need another project.
I've got this. This is I'm doing it on 28 and she's doing it on 14. And so when we finish, we'll compare. And I've never done full crosses on 28 count before. I'm too old for this. I'm gonna finish this. But I think if I ever use 28 count again, it's just gonna be stem stitch or something like that. Because looking at the pattern, yeah, let's see. Yeah, this will fall under fair use because you can't really do much from this one page. The pattern's like 12 pages long. But it looks like I really got a lot done if you look at the crossed out part. And it's about that big. It's about as big as a golf ball.
The hilarious part about this is that normally it's women talking about men comparing sizes, and it seems to be you two comparing sizes all the time on projects.
Break out the ruler. We're not intimidated.
Hey,
Wouldn't it be a tape measure for you guys?
Yeah.
Cool, you gave me a sharper needle.
No, 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 no!
Well, I'll put it back in the project so she can use it again later. I just wanted to add some color to her project after dropping the needle.
Oh,
did you really?
I'm gonna find that with my foot later. Thanks
Okay.
so much. Oh, maybe
I
not.
found it. I'm not like you guys. I don't drop a needle and never find it until somebody else steps on it.
Well, what else would you have feet
That only
for?
happened a few times.
The purpose
A
of
few?
your feet.
Hey, 9 times out of 10 it was because of one of the dogs.
The purpose of your feet is to find your wife's needle. Your feet have no other purpose. Just to find your wife's needle.
Quite often if I go, uh-oh, he goes, what? That's why he's glad that I have the needle minders now. I've got several.
I
This one
normally
said
just
was-
put my feet up in the recliner and I don't move until she finds it anymore.
This one says I solemnly swear a lot.
She does.
A little bit.
Let me see.
Yeah, it works for catching the needles.
And that is from the Snarky Crafter. I got it off Amazon.
If you can't tell, I'm a fan of a certain series
Actually, you know
of
what?
books.
Can I see my phone? I'm gonna look up who made that because it's really cute. I want to give them credit. They also, it's the same artist also made my F-bomb.
Is it the same one that made the lapel pin that you got me that you turned into one?
The lapel pin is from Pinsanity, and I altered that. This was an actual needle minder. Okay, it is from the Snarky Crafter, and it's off her Amazon store, his
There you go.
Amazon store. I'm not sure.
I have so many other projects, I just can't tell anybody about them.
Yeah, we'll probably have a really long episode after Christmas when we can finally divulge everything we're working on.
Or
But
close to, one of the two. It depends.
She's not good at keeping presents secret at all.
I already gave her her birthday gift.
right, and I'm normally like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get you a gift, and then an hour later, oh hey, guess what I got you. But in the meantime, this has been Crafting with a Cuppa. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks. We'll see you next time we post a video in a few weeks. And I'll be sure to stab Rachel again for you.
No.
Have fun and keep calm while crafting.
Keep calm and craft on.
Keep calm and craft on.
Alrighty.
Craftaholics.
A little bit.